You know what my problem with fleshlights and shit? Kill the AC. We're recording. You know what my problem with like the guys' versions of all of these sex toys and shit? The issue I have with them is the cleaning afterwards.
See, he says that afterwards.
Like
too.
it's like you gotta clean everything. Like that shit is so trash to me. Like I don't understand
what
it.
What the hell are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking about?
Like fleshlights and just shit that guys have to use to masturbate besides their hand.
Oh.
Yeah, just like a pocket pussy and shit like that. Like just the shit that guys have to use besides their hand. The cleanest you can be is your hand. Yeah. Like everything else, you gotta clean the nut out of. Like it's nasty.
Well, he had this one thing where it was like a glove for your hand.
Into the mic, D.
Oh, my bad. He had this one thing where it was like a glove for your hand, and it went on, and it went on your hand, and you gripped it, and then it went on your yeah.
Like I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense.
But,
Yeah, exactly.
But he does make a
into the mic.
But he does make a point though that it shouldn't be such a
Why
stigma.
Is that bent? Straighten that up.
It's been like this for weeks. Don't you see me over here trying to mess with it all the time, and it keeps on falling on me?
Just bend it back. You're legitimately going.
Probably because you keep putting your face in it. It's the table.
Yeah, fuck it.
I already know. I should have just said like he said. It's not how it works. But look at this monstrosity of machine moves.
Like so, he has a video because they can't see it.
He
has a video of it's some type of contraption. It's like a pocket pussy, but like it's two-handed and you put it on your dick and you push a button and it fucks you. And, like, there's a thing on the top of it, an attachment that you can put your phone. Yeah. So you can masturbate
This screams moose all day.
But, like, you still have to clean it.
That shit looks like
and that's
too
what
much.
he said, too, at the end. He's like, oh, you got a video game girl bathwater. He's like, no, coming to you soon. YouTube got jizz.
Yeah, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand.
Seems like too much work.
And it is.
I would have nutted by the time I'd have got that shit on.
Did you know in 2019 there's still a lot of women that don't masturbate? I know a few girls that don't get horny.
Whoa, bitch.
Yeah, like that's crazy to me.
She's a fucking monk.
Like not masturbating is crazy to me. Like because if you can't make you come,
I even beat my dick and I'm married.
Well, yeah, but
like newlywed married,
but
not like 10 years
but,
in married.
I mean, like even so, like if you can't make you come, how can you expect somebody else to?
Ding 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 ding.
Like, that doesn't make any sense to me because like how are you going to get somebody to navigate you?
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
No filter.
No filter.
No filter.
No filter.
Welcome to No Filter.
The No Filter.
No filter.
No filter.
The No Filter podcast, which is
An EMP Network production.
in this show you'll encounter nothing but
Straight talk, none of that PC stuff.
No PC.
No PC
No PC consistency.
please note that the
opinions from the hosts
Are not a reflection of the.
EMP Network.
And as always, thanks guys for tuning in.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening,
thanks for opening up your ears and your minds.
and we hope you like this
What
one.
the fuck?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird as hell. All right, put that shit away. Put that shit away.
I love to see this shit.
It's nasty.
Wait, hold.
It is nasty. So he has a contraption.
So where you put
and
your dick
press the
in that?
button.
Put your dick right there.
No, you put your dick through the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
That's
you,
why I'm
like, lay
looking like your
down
dick gotta
and-
be kind of
yeah,
long
and
for
you
it.
put your dick through the bottom. That's that 16-inch dick that we were talking about. No, but yeah. So like, I never understood that because if you can't make yourself come, how can you navigate somebody?
Exactly.
Like, how can you sit there and help somebody?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, let's be
like,
honest.
You want me to pick you up, but you don't know how to get to where you're at.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh yeah, take me here. How do you get there? I don't know.
Oh, no.
What the
Well,
fuck?
I mean, because it's weird. Because I guess it kind of falls in because like my wife said she can't masturbate no more. Really
Anymore though. So
Yeah.
she's done it.
Yeah.
But it's
And
like
she's
she can't
also
ever
like,
since my left
produced,
hand.
like 7 kids, man.
No, it's
that's-
after my left hand. It's like it doesn't work right no more. Like my right hand.
It's not
sucks.
connecting.
I use my left hand.
Okay.
So she's like, I can't make myself come no more ever since your left hand came into town.
Okay, all right, I got it now. Because your left hand's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
It's the motherfucking cat's pajamas.
Oh, okay. So
Okay, all right, I
well,
got
that's fair play move.
it. Yeah, I mean,
you
like,
go.
yeah. I get it.
Nothing wrong with that.
But are you meaning like that? Or are you just talking about don't get horny?
No, I'm just talking
Like, some
about. I'm just
females-
talking about some women just don't masturbate.
Yeah, that's like my ex, the one I was talking about, my ex fiance from back in the day. She was
Yeah.
like that. Like she was a lot of stuff sexually. Like she loved sex, but the like different stuff in general, she wasn't real. Like I don't think she was ever really done any of it. Like we brought a lot of stuff into play during the relationship
Yeah.
because it was just she liked
Anal
she
beads.
loved sex. She loved sex.
There's nothing wrong with
But
anal.
it was
No,
just
he loved the anal beads.
yeah.
That's not even a real laugh.
Yeah.
I've heard you laugh before. That's satire.
Yeah, that's fake. Yep. Love anal beads.
But
Just like the crackheads and the fucking bushy fucking muff and everything else that you say I love.
yo,
Moose.
you are
Yeah.
you are the nastiest guy
Apparently
to
so.
ever exist. Yeah.
In Moose's head I am, so yeah, let's just roll with that for right now. But no, on the for real though, but she wasn't, like, she didn't do a lot of things though. She didn't do a lot of things sexually, but she loved the act of sex in general. But
I don't know. I know a couple chicks that never had orgasms, and I'm like, "Did you not even alone?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "I don't masturbate." Well, that's why you don't have orgasms.
yeah, because you don't know how. You gotta. It's like a dude not knowing his stroke. You need to know your stroke.
Yeah,
right?
like-
you need to know your stroke. You need to know your count. You need to know these
And
things.
plus, and another thing is, she probably ain't. They probably don't have rhythm.
Probably goes
If
back
you-
to like you
because
say
you-
with the dancing.
It's
yeah,
really
like
sexual
all of that-
chemistry. Like, yeah.
Like
I didn't know that was really
all
a thing.
all of it is all of it is all together. Like masturbating, you find yourself. You find, you know what I'm saying. You find yourself and you find how you get off. You know what I'm saying. You create something around that. So you create your rhythm, you create your patterns, and you create these things, and you can show your significant other how to do it.
That's surprising that this time and day that they would still be like that. Like I can understand
my
that.
son's throwing my daughter's throwing the ball in there.
I was about to say, I'm like, where the fuck did that come
Like
from?
I could definitely understand that with people that were maybe even a little bit older than myself because things were looked down a lot more. But you would think that, but
No,
as much
but
as stuff, as much as
One
stuff
thing
changes,
that
things stay the same.
I did discover is older chicks are horny as
always.
fuck.
Oh my God, they're
when we
so
went to
nasty.
Tyler's, when we went to Tyler's, showed out that older chick kept fucking flirting with me, and I'm like,
What older chick?
the bartender.
Bartender.
She just kept fucking flirting. I'm like, get the fuck away from
The
me.
one that came over to him?
Yeah.
The pretty, like the decent one?
No, not
Not
the
the
pretty
fake
one.
The other one.
The old one.
You talking about the one that did the comedy? She was in the show? I don't know what the other one is then.
All right, well, just say that.
That was the other bartender. It wasn't the fine one.
That pretty one. She was really
was. She
pretty.
was-
Oh,
pretty
now,
pretty.
no,
was
now
really
it
pretty.
was she. First it was she was okay. Now she's cute.
No,
she was.
I've never said that. I said she was really pretty. You gas, man. You are the king of gas. Like you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lick her ass. Like
I did
you're
not say I
so
was
you
gonna lick her
gas.
You thought about it there.
Like you
Don't-
gas so much.
Don't wish that on me.
You already. All right, never mind.
But no, she definitely was like.
She was
It
really
was
pretty.
Her
She was,
body shape was good.
I
too.
her
think
body
everything-
shape
everything-
was good, but her
very
face,
good.
she was like really pretty.
Everything
like,
put together,
and it
I
looked
like
and
the
it
whole
looked
package,
genuine.
yes.
Like
Yes.
even though she had a little bit of makeup on, it wasn't caked up or
Yeah.
anything like that. She didn't look fake. She looked really pretty.
Yeah, she looked at like a
Like to be
fine
in a
woman.
Especially
Swissville
you,
bar,
right?
like
Yeah,
she was really pretty.
let's go back.
Okay.
Let's go back to the.
We still
You're
got-
married for what?
I just like the look.
We still have to make.
So just because you're chained to the porch don't mean you can't bark at the cars.
Exactly.
There you go. Hey,
Bro, last weekend did I tell y'all that fucking I think it's called the Sky Bar on Southside?
yeah.
Sky is fire.
The fucking got a pool party like
Yeah,
Sundays.
yeah. Sky is
Oh
fire.
my God.
Yeah.
I seen the juiciest things in the fucking city.
Well, like you said, build your appetite anywhere. Just go home to eat.
I mean, we could.
I just was look. I ain't
I
stopped.
still
I didn't
say
act thirsty.
we were
this
supposed
time.
to hit the strip
Strip
club.
club. That's what I was about to
But
say. Yeah.
we missed Sophie D coming. Next time one of them comes, we can.
Man,
go.
I say we go for.
You want to just go?
I just say
fuck
we
it?
go. Don't go for the high denominator. I say we go for the low bar. Let's go to like a Tuesday lunch.
All right, no.
and see
That's
some
nasty.
bullet holes and see
That is nasty.
because it's funny. It's
9
funny.
minutes in, I ain't even bring us in, man. Hey guys, welcome to No Filter. I'm your host, Remorseless. I'm here with Moose, who's on his fucking phone, and he has his hair, so
Ass
his
look like a
hairline's
bag of
fucked up.
nuts.
I'm here with Moose.
Yeah, Moose, go ahead.
Yes.
Oh my fucking gosh!
Look at him.
Why are you
He
even
said
on
the
this
same-
podcast?
That's who I seen at the. What's
I
it
know
called? The
who's
pool
there.
I don't know who's that. I don't know who that is.
You don't
was like-
understand. You don't understand my friends and the people I talk to.
You know how he took my
We've
phone? Though? Did
established
you
this.
see that? He
I
was
know
very-
who she is.
He said, "Damn straight."
Like when I see her, I'm probably gonna hug her. I know who she is.
Yeah, I don't know who she is, but I know she's small and thick.
She's like 5'2".
Oh, don't say that.
She is.
Oh.
She is short.
She's
That's-
cool. She's cool as hell though. It's like she's funny. Like honestly, you would never have a chance with her.
What do you mean?
She's really high
Why?
maintenance.
I don't want a fucking chance with her.
Well, you keep acting like you do. You hear that, Miss Moose?
Fuck that. I mean,
That's not me.
I'm about to hit her up on Messenger right now.
That is not me.
Oh.
That is definitely just
my bad. And over here,
I'm sorry.
D.
And over here, I got just D.
This is Uncle D.
Uncle
But,
D.
that's gonna-
Apparently, I
but-
Moose is Uncle D now.
Uncle
we're
D,
gonna
girls that are 20
we're gonna
and
wrap
below.
back around with the whole masturbating thing. Pause. But so that you know how I just said I'm gonna hit your wife up on Messenger, right? Okay. How do you feel like? Because we're friends, we're legitimate friends. You're like one of my closest friends, unfortunately. How do you feel about your friends having your wife's phone number? Like talking casually or gingerly to your wife. Like, what's up, sis? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about that?
It really all depends on the situation.
What do you mean?
So,
Like a perfect example is like, I'm sorry to cut you off, but a perfect example is like if we're all going out, you know what I'm saying? And we're all going to be there. We're all leaving from work. So we're all going to be there at separate times. Like if I'm late, I wouldn't care if you were at the bar with my wife. You know what I'm saying?
wouldn't care.
Just like you wouldn't care if I was at the bar with your wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, let's say not me and you, not the way we're friends, but like somebody that you're cool with, somebody you associate, somebody from the biker club or not club, somebody from the biker group or something like that. Like you all supposed to meet and she ends up there and he's talking to her. How would you feel about that? Like if if he had her phone number and he's texting her, not anything like
Just in
nefarious, just yo, what up, sis? What you doing? Like if all of y'all, if y'all are in a group of friends.
I wouldn't care as long as there's boundaries. I mean, as long as the
Boundaries
are
how?
still hit. Like, so, say, like, oh, if you're hitting up, what are you doing?
Into
like,
the
first,
mic, Moose.
Like, first off,
Quit D-ing the talk, man. Talking to the mic.
shut up. Anyway, so, fucking, like, say
fucking
if
losers,
they hit you
man.
up late or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
I really don't care as long as it's not that or
But what if?
anything
All right,
inappropriate.
so scenario. What if there's like a jazz show or something like that? You don't like, and they go out. Oh yeah, so what you doing? We're about to hit this jazz show up, and you and her and him, they're going out. I'm not talking about like with me and your wife because you know that's cool, but like somebody else and your wife are going out to a jazz club.
If
or
it's
something
somebody
like
I'm just in a biker group with, probably no.
See, I've been on both sides of that more than not because a lot of times
Yeah.
I'm the brother. I'm the one that's usually like, "Yo, what's up, sis?" This, that, and the other.
Friend-zoned.
Yeah. So that being said, though, especially the older I've gotten, I've been more.
It's probably because you need to wear socks, damn it.
He
what the
has
fuck? I
socks
got
on.
socks on
Yeah,
today.
today.
Fuck you.
The fuck, he finally went
Hold
to
on.
Gabe's,
Fuck
bitch.
you.
Yo, don't knock Gabe's, yo.
Bro, I be at Gabe's all
Gabe's
the fucking
is
time,
lit,
but he
yo.
finally just went.
I do gotta go get some boots from Gabe's.
I ain't just go. I'm not getting dressed up for you. Moose, you come up in here and take your shirt off half the time. I gotta look at your milk titties.
That little young ass
So,
shirt
what the
too.
fuck?
He got that when we worked at Apple. He had that shirt.
Yeah, man. And why are you looking down? I'm short. It's not like
I
you
don't
have
even
to
think
look at
that's
my
his shirt. I think
I
that's
wasn't
somebody
looking
else's
at
shirt.
them. I just know that you never had no goddamn socks on, motherfucker.
Be honest with you,
he
most
does have a
guys-
solid point though, bro. You hate socks.
Nah, well,
You
I
got
don't
like the
I don't
African
it.
tendencies where they wear fucking sandals.
That's because y'all got me up here early in the morning.
Well, we'll talk about that after the podcast.
It's all gravy. Look,
yeah. So
like-
regardless, how do you so you're cool with it, or you said no?
I'd be like, no, probably.
And-
It
But
depends
you
who
don't
it
like
is.
jazz. So what if she wants to go with one of her friends, one of her male friends? How do you feel
don't-
about her having male friends?
She don't have any.
But
Because I don't let that bitch go nowhere.
Ooh, definitely
that
gonna
clear.
yes.
We got that clear.
Definitely gonna make sure she
but
listens to
no,
this.
but no, but seriously, how do you?
But,
like,
I mean, I wouldn't care if she had a male friend that I knew. Like, just don't be going off, like...
knew how? In what manner?
like if I know the person. So it's just like if you're just going out with some guy that I never heard of or don't
What if
be
it's a
around.
friend? What if it's a friend before you?
If it's a friend before, like we had,
Like
this
he shot his
yeah.
shot. You know what I'm saying?
I've had
And
the
he got shot
situation.
down.
I'm like, I don't like it because, like, my wife basically said that somebody was a friend, but they really weren't a friend,
They're a friend
and that
with
made me
different
not
intentions.
trust her after that. But I'm
Okay.
like, hey, babe, your baby was a hoe.
I'm so
But-
lost now on this.
No, I'm talking about me. But like, I was
okay.
but I was honest about it. Like,
okay.
if I tell you I fucked this girl, I fucked this girl.
That's
If I
what
tell
got you
I
in
didn't
trouble
fuck
last
this girl-
time because you tried being honest too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But
Go ahead, Bubba.
I mean, it made me not trust her around men because I'm like, if he was a friend, then cool, because she's met my female friends.
Yeah.
Like, she ain't got no issue with them.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it could be the other way around too. But it's just like after you did that little funny shit,
Yeah.
like I don't trust shit. No
Well,
more.
it's like the whole thing when she told you, well, if there's somebody in the room that you didn't have sex with, you need to let me know.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to get mad at you. Like, you did exactly what she asked you to do, and which makes sense. So that way she don't got to feel some kind of way or have somebody else bring it to her attention like a week later. Oh, yeah, you didn't know that Moose had messed around with that girl that was at the bartender at the when you were there? So you covered your ass and you just got bitched still. But I get you because I'm on the other side of the coin a lot of times. Like, I'm the dude who has the female friends and I'm the bro, but...
I had a whole bunch of female friends.
But getting older and stuff, like, a lot of times, like, I won't do certain shit because I don't want the other person to feel kind of uncomfortable. That, and I make it a habit of when one of my female friends do get a man, I try to become cool with the dude, too. You know what I mean? So me and that person also has a relationship. Because a lot of my female friends, if I'm calling them sis, I'm close to them. Like, I've known them for 10-some years plus, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not going nowhere. And
See,
most of my female
go
friends,
ahead.
too, I didn't try to fuck neither. Like, that's another thing, too. If somebody, because I've been on the other side, too. Prime example, when I was with my ex-fiance, one of the interns had asked her and another one of the interns if they wanted to go to Canada with him and his friend. And me and her got into a big blowout about it. And I was like, fuck no, you're not going. She's like, why? It's just us going up there. I'm like, in your eyes, it's you four going up as friends. In his eyes, it's him and his dude taking 2 chicks up to fucking Canada for a weekend.
Oh, so it's 2 and 2?
Thank you.
That
Oh,
2 and 2
nah.
is a little sketchy.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying.
That 2
It
and
was-
2 is a little,
if
I
it
may
was
not
like-
be with
if
the
it was
2
a
and
big
2
group
because
of-
that's a double date. That ain't.
Thank you. And
Like,
that's what
if it was like 5 people,
Yeah,
like
and
5
that's what I
5,
was trying
that'd be
to-
more different. But 2 and 2 is just like,
And
there's
Five
2
and five.
bedrooms.
Like, let's put it this way: no even numbers.
yeah,
Exactly. And
It
that's
makes
how
it
The
better
only way
though
it
with
could be
5
an even number.
though.
And
like,
I argued
yeah.
with this girl about that, and she's like, "Oh, American drama." Da, 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 da. I'm like, no. It's like if you went with A, B, or C, I wouldn't care because I know A, B, and C. They're your friends. You've known
No,
dude
those
for
are
like
letters.
3. You know, no, those are you don't know. This is that could be their names too
Off
nowadays.
the glass, man. I'm telling
like
you, I'm
that.
dunking these motherfuckers.
But I told her you don't know this dude from a fucking can of paint. You've known him for like a month. Like no.
So was he Schwinn Williams?
He was fucking a piece of shit. That's the dude I fucking punched in the face a whole bunch. We'll get into that after. That's
Yeah, don't incriminate yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh no, the cops came. The cops already came. That was already
On your
done
face?
thing. No, they didn't come on my face. They were looking for Moose. So they liked it last time.
Bukkake.
no, don't put me in this Ray race.
You put everybody else and everything else.
Yo,
No,
Bukkake, Bukkake, Bukkake.
wait a minute. You gonna let him just call you Ray Ray?
Hey, sometimes you gotta knock a bitch out. Dude was a bitch.
All right, we got. Okay, I see how you cleaned that up because I was
Yeah,
about to
no,
say
somebody
we got that
definitely
clear.
punched a girl.
Yeah, no, I never punched a girl. I punched a bitch. He was a bitch. And somebody be bitches too. All right.
So he
Censor myself.
punched both bitches.
No, I never put my
No,
hands on
but
that woman.
like how I look at
I
it,
did 1-800 choke that hoe.
how I look at it is, if I don't know, because I give a lot of responsibility to my wife too, because like,
She should know the situation.
well,
Yeah.
not only that,
That's why.
but like if she's holding it to a regard where we're just friends, you know what? All right, you can be just friends with them. But as soon as I think otherwise, like it's your responsibility to
Check that shit.
No, it's not even that. It's your responsibility to make sure that I don't think otherwise.
You don't have to feel some kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, for example, if we're all supposed to meet somewhere, if we're going to the hookah lounge or something like that, and like I'll pick your wife up and I'll take her, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to care about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? However, if I don't know, like it's just I look at it like it's her responsibility. Yeah, dude knows that
I
she's
can't get
in
mad
a
at a
relationship.
nigga for being a nigga. That's just what it
Facts,
comes down
but
to.
that's
Unless he's my closest friend, that's different.
It's
But
kinda
if he's
goes-
like
yeah.
somebody I just know,
Well,
And-
it kind of goes to the thing we talked about relationships the last time too. Like, if somebody's cheating, is it the person who's cheating with the person, or is it the person doing the cheating that you should be mad at? You should be mad at your mate because that other person, unless you know them, has no real ties to you. Like, they shouldn't do grimy, shiesty shit. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that person has no ties to you. Like, when I punched dude in his face, it wasn't because of that. It was for some other reason. I can't, because a dude's going to be a dude. And that's why I tried coming at her and told her, like, look,
It
in
was a
your
little
eyes.
bit for that too, though.
Oh, that was part of it. Like, it was part of it. But, like I said, and I told her straight, like, I know what dude's thinking. I was like, and she didn't. And then plus, like, once again, it was the cultural thing. She wanted to throw it in my face. Oh, it's
But
American.
you don't necessarily
American.
know what dude was thinking. You're thinking
You
if you were that dude.
are
Oh,
Dude,
damn
like,
straight. Yeah, I'm assuming. But I know my assumption was better because they ended up dating later on.
wait, did you fuck her? Were you fucking her?
She was my fiance, bro.
Oh, okay. So I didn't
Where
know.
were
that-
you in this conversation?
I don't remember him saying fiance. I didn't know if it was a
Man,
girl
I
he
whooped
just
that
talking
dude's
to.
ass. That was the one time I was an asshole and everything was my fault in the fight. Everything was I instigated the
Did you
fight.
climb
He
up
jumped
his back
out of
and-
his
Did
socks.
you climb up his back and bite his spine?
No, but I crawled up his front and punched him in his fucking face. Because that shit pissed me
jumped
off.
up.
Yeah, he was your height. He might have been a little bit taller. He might have been a little bit taller than you. And this motherfucker gonna sit there and try to kick at me
You
like
caught
I'm
him
trying
with
to
the
fight.
100 hand slap.
Was he
Caught him with
foreign?
the E Honda.
What's up?
Was he foreign?
Yeah, big tall Indian dude. And because I ain't gonna lie.
That's not fair.
He was like, buddy,
He
buddy.
fought Dalsim and shit.
Yeah, and I fought like 5 of them. It was me and my one homeboy, and it was his.
Yo, getting jumped by a bunch of Indians is funny as hell.
right. It was
It probably smelled.
his
Yo,
roommate.
you got the curry beat out of your ass.
His roommate was one of my servers, and she's like, "Papa D, I want you to come. I want you to come to my going away
I
party."
want you to come.
And I was like, "I shouldn't come to your coming away party because they're going to be there." And I'm
Coming
gonna
away
start-
party. You hear
and
that?
I'm going away. Any which way. And see, I'm actually trying to tell a story and actually try to get through the story
Bro.
real fast.
But
And you try to tell your story and it's like
But you-
15, 20 extra
But
minutes.
you keep coming though.
That's not really that funny to me.
No, it was a reach around.
That was funny. That was funny. That other one wasn't funny.
All right, right. Go ahead, continue. your
But
story,
any
man.
which way, so I told her, I was like, shouldn't happen. I shouldn't go because we're going to get into a fight. And I told her, I'm going to fight this dude. And I went there, me and one of my friends, and I was an instigator. I was the asshole. They were standing there. They went to go get some food. And I was like, homeboy, he was like, let's go get something to eat. Because they were standing by the food. And they're sitting there taking pictures and shit. I'm like, excuse me, y'all going to keep taking pictures or you going to get something to eat? And he's like, buddy. He puts his hands on me. Puts his hands on my shoulders like, don't touch me. He's like, man. So I'm like, don't fucking touch me. And then we go at it. They
He
break
was
us apart.
already met. Like,
Yeah. So he said he takes responsibility for
Responsibility,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, he knows
but
it was
why
his fault.
though? If you
Because
were
he
with-
didn't like him. He wanted to fight him to begin with. Like, if you're going to fight somebody, you're going to find any reason to fight.
But wait.
Good morning. The fuck you mean good morning? Like, you're going to find a
Because
way
he's
to
a
fight
piece of,
somebody.
because he was a piece of shit. Because look, all this shit had went down with me, him, and my ex, and somebody had told me some shit because at first they didn't like each other. They worked on the same shift, and then they started getting cool, and then me and her had a disagreement.
everybody's fucking everywhere you work.
But any which way, I went to this dude like I'm grown. I went to this dude like a man doing our own shifts. I was like, yo, this, that, and the other. I was like, people were just telling me, it's like, I just want to know straight. I was like, I just want to know straight out. Are y'all messing around? Because if y'all messing around, I just wanted to be happy. He's like, I'll fall back, whatever, whatnot. No, I don't know where you're getting this from. Okay, and he lied straight to my face, and I even apologized to this dude. I was like, you know what? I shouldn't even be coming at you like this. I don't even know for sure. This is between me and her. And I was like, I spotted him up. I was like, man, I apologize, and went around my way. I came to you like a grown ass man. You could have fucking told me the truth.
Yeah.
So when all this shit went down, they started dating a little bit afterwards. And let's fast forward to the party. He's standing in line. He puts his hands on my shoulder to try to calm me down. He's like, don't put your hands on me. So they break us up. I go back to the bar. They're sitting at the table behind me. I'm sitting at the bar with my boy. And I'm like, fucking piece of shit, dirty ass, motherfucking faggot ass. Fucking
So this is after y'all broke up.
Me and her been broke up. They had broken up the first fight with me and dude. Me and dude tried getting at each other like 3 times that night. So I'm sitting there talking shit, because I know he can hear me. He's right behind me.
You
So,
sandy motherfucker.
so anyway, he comes up, tries to rush at me again. They break us up. Then it gets to the point where they're like, "Yo, we should just leave." I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm almost done with my drink." So I finish my
Throws
drink.
the
I'm like,
drink out.
"Homeboy, no." I'm like, "Homeboy." I'm like, "Let's go." I finish my drink. I start walking towards the door. Then I turn my head and I see him, and something snapped in me. I don't know what the fuck snapped in me.
He got his love and hip hop going.
Yeah.
Somebody better check their phone. I believe it's go time.
Exactly what it was. Because I literally had started walking towards the door, looked at him, turned around, and beelined all the way around his couch and just started getting at him. And we just
You
started.
can't beeline around something.
Well, I went through it. I don't remember.
You went through the couch?
I might have went through the couch.
He did this. He beelined. He was going to the door, but then he did.
It was a lowercase b. Yep, that's what it was. It was about lowercase b. Because I was up here, and then I went down straight, and then I looped around and got his ass.
Oh, man.
And then next thing I know, we're up in the corner going at it, and he's trying to pick me up. I'm like, you can't pick me up, so I fucking
He's short, low center
throw
of
him
gravity,
down. Exactly.
man.
So I throw him down. He's on the ground. Start fucking feeding him lunch. So I'm giving him sandwiches and shit. Like, here you go. And then one of his boys jumps on my back. My boy jumps on him. The cops come in, and then we end up having to leave.
So it was a foursome.
I was about to say that.
No, it was like a 9-something.
All right, so that's a no.
No,
It was curry and fried chicken everywhere, huh?
You should have shot his ass. No, I'm just joking. But speaking of shooting,
Yeah. Speaking of
a
shooting,
segue.
to you.
Unbelievable.
wait, this wasn't my topic.
Gun control.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I thought you were talking about the shooting that happened the other day or yesterday.
There's always a shooting happening, man.
Yeah,
That shit is
They
sad.
killed the 18 people. That's where I thought he was going with.
Oh, you mean the
Walmart.
Yeah, that was wild.
Swear.
That's
I'm like, shit. I'm like, man, we always gotta stay strapped going to Walmart.
yeah.
Now.
Going to Walmart or just
Yeah.
In general.
You know, speaking
In
of
general, but
that,
especially
we're
going to
gonna gonna come right back around to that. But like, I was dropping my nephew off, and he lives on the West End, and
He looked like he lived in a safari with his big ass.
Actually, I was talking about my other one, but that would have been funny. And I was just thinking, like, yo, I am not about that life anymore. Like, it's crazy. I was like, and I was trying to figure out why, because I'm obsessive and apparently a psychopath. And I'm like,
It's okay.
and I'm like, well, like, maybe I'm too removed, or like I grew up. I don't know what I'm just not about that life anymore.
But
And
what do
I
you
mean,
mean?
but at the same time, I'm still traumatized. So I still do shit like make sure that I don't, like, I'm not bumper to bumper with a car. I make sure I'm a certain distance away just in case somebody pulls out, like somebody tries to shoot at me or something like that. Even though I'm not getting shot anymore, I'm not getting stabbed anymore, I'm not in the hood anymore or anything
Much
like that.
muscle
He's
memory.
not
still-
in the Mexican
I'm
gang.
still
You're
I'm still
still-
traumatized from that, but then I'm thinking, like, bro, but I'm not even about, like, I'm really not about that life anymore. Like, it's my go-to is to call the police. Like,
Yeah,
swear.
that's so
That's because
crazy.
you
Be
pay
like
your
that.
taxes. You should.
But
They
no,
work for
but
you.
see,
Shit.
but that's the thing though, and I wanted to bring this up because, like, I was about to. I know you grew up in South Carolina. Did you grow up? Was there like a hood?
I grew up up
Like,
here.
so where did you grow up?
All
Like, where you
around
grew up
Allegheny
in like a hood or something like that?
it was
or-
lower middle class, lower middle
okay.
class neighborhoods. Like, we started out in Homewood, then we ended up in Verona for years.
Because like I'm from a bad neighborhood.
No,
I'm
I
from
know.
the hood. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's like before I was just, I guess I was just angry and just mean. Like, but you had to be because of your
nice-
environment.
if you
But
were
now
soft, you get
it's
eaten.
like, but now it's like I'm still. I don't want to say stoic because I fucking hate that word. But I guess I'm still stoic. However, like I'm not about that life. Like I want to be away from, like, as a matter of fact, what brought the thought up is I went to go see one of my homeboys, and you know he comes up to me and he's high on lean, and like he's like nine dudes are on this porch and they all just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? It's in the hood, and I'm like. As soon as I got there, I got paranoid. Like I had my hand to my side the whole time. Like, yo, what's up, bro? You know, just talking to him, and it's like, yo, that's crazy. Like that, like, cause I'm not about that life.
Yeah, no,
like,
don't blame you.
and it's wild to me because it's such a change, and it was such a realization for me. You know what I'm saying? Because
Well, it's not like it's a bad thing though.
It's not, but at the same time, it's still shocking.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I'm still traumatized, so I still have tendencies, or I still have things that I grew up with that makes me.
Well, that's like.
But before, let's say I would walk through a group of dudes like I wish somebody would. Now it's like I'm gonna go ahead and cross the street because I just don't even want to deal with that smoke.
Yeah, no, and I totally get that. Well, that's like, think about something like the real older people, like in the 50s and 60s, that when it comes to like racism and shit.
Were they talking into the mic?
Yeah,
So,
I didn't even change.
So a couple years older than you.
You know what? Shut the fuck up. Go back there to your phone.
Old
Maybe
ass
you know what? I'm not going to worry about it because we're going to start talking about grown folks discussion again. You're going to get lost.
Yeah,
guess
you
what?
said nothing.
You know what?
So,
45 minutes you were quiet.
I know you ain't
I
say a
said
fucking
something.
thing. You ain't say shit until we started throwing you softballs. So sit there, Junior, and let fucking
until
Papa do
until it was a
Shut your
sex
ass up.
conversation.
Look, nephew, sit there and let
You
Uncle
know
teach
what?
you. Any
You
which
old
way.
ass.
But it's
That's
kind of
why
like
you
the
gonna
older
fall out that
people.
chair and
You know?
break your hip, you old bastard.
That's all right. You still gonna pick me up because you love me.
the
Moose.
fucking.
Okay.
You're like you fucking.
Are we
shit
gonna have this topic? Are we gonna actually
yeah,
talk about
hold on.
this?
Yeah,
we
we
talking
talking. Keep going. Chugga locomotive.
Sitting there
Check it,
jerking
check
each
it,
other
check it.
off.
I hate Moose.
You hate him now? I thought
No,
you
I
liked him.
hate the fact that I love Moose. I fucking can't stand you, Moose.
I hope your
I
air
can't
conditioner.
fucking
I hope your air conditioner fuck up.
Fuck you, Moose.
Yo, D, you too dark skinned to have a broken air conditioner, man. You would
can't.
die, bro.
Oh no! I've been poor way too much of my life. I know I'm
and
gonna die.
I mean South Carolina, like
Yeah,
that's hot as hell.
I'll figure
He's
out how
like-
to die.
Remember Insidious? The first Insidious with the little black demon.
You fucked it up.
See,
Anyway,
remember it?
continue.
like I said, maybe, and that might be kind of like you can get the older black people, older white people, where the shit's not nowhere near as bad as it was when they were coming up, but they're still kind of
Conditioned.
That's the word. Thank you. They're still kind of
Conditioned, yeah.
conditioned for certain things.
And that's what I was
And
thinking
you're
about my conditioning.
conditioned, yeah.
But like that also goes to like unlearning things. But at the same time,
But some of those things
I don't.
you've learned, you really need to unlearn them.
I was just about to say at the same time I don't want to, and
No.
maybe I need to because ignorance is bliss, but I'm not ignorant anymore.
No.
After you
Shout out to
learn
Kendrick
stuff,
Lamar.
you can't unlearn
Learn
it.
it, no.
It's like the Huntington's disease. It's a messed up chromosome in your DNA. So if somebody in your family has it, or if your parent has it, you have a 50-50 chance of getting it. And I was watching the episode of Scrubs, and yeah, that's one of my favorite shows. I was watching
It's
the
a
episode of
good-ass
Scrubs,
show.
and homeboy had Huntington's, or homeboy's dad or mom had Huntington's, and he's like, yeah, it's a 50% chance that you'll get it, so we got to get you tested right away. And dude's like, nah, I don't want to know. And he's like, and I mean, granted, I guarantee you that he's gonna find out soon, or gonna find out one day, because you just have to know that. That's just something that's gonna eat at you. But like
his
what he
ignorance.
said was, when you learn that information, you can't unlearn it.
Yeah.
And there's some things that like you just can't unlearn.
Like once they tell you, yeah.
saying, excuse my language, but saying like faggot and nigger and kike and all of that shit. Like just because you grew up in those times, you can still unlearn
Learn
shit.
that.
Like so when people say, "Oh yeah, well my granddad, he's not racist. He just grew up in these times." All right, so your granddad should acknowledge that was a
Wrong,
racist ass
yeah.
time, and he should change it. And if he doesn't, that's his responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And it's shit like that. So, and I'm going off on a tangent, but like it's just the
that's
conditioning. Like you have to unlearn some things. There's
And
some
you're
things
right.
that you have to unlearn, but there's definitely some things that you shouldn't. And like we were talking about a podcast before, back in our old podcast days, where they were talking about hypervigilance, and that just breeds problems. But like my argument was, but it also keeps you safe. And usually people that say that never had to be hypervigilant. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But at the same time, I suffer from paranoia.
Yeah.
But I also don't have to be as hyper vigilant as I am. That's just the paranoia talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I also look at it like I'm okay with that, because I would rather be safe.
Then
You know what I'm
sorry,
saying?
yeah.
Like how this asshole rides on his bike. You know what I'm saying?
One
Versus
hand.
how I ride on my bike.
What do? I ride on what? Ooh,
See,
you said one
adult
hand.
conversation.
They
He's
should
out.
told you.
You
But,
said one hand.
No hands. Like,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like how this, like it's just different things like that. It's crazy
You're
how
good
much
when you
how
get
much I'm
comfortable
not
with it.
about that. Like, but I am comfortable on my bike.
No, you're not. You're just still learning. Once
How you
get
telling
No,
him
I
that he's
mean,
not?
I mean, no,
I can tell he's not
I get what he's
I
saying.
know
You
what he's
can't-
saying
You
too,
can't
but
tell
come
that I'm
on.
not comfortable, but I get what he's saying. I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
But he's just talking about getting more experience, and yeah, I agree with you. But it's just there's certain things that like that I'm just conditioned to, and like I said, I came to the realization that I'm not about that life, and like. Because you shouldn't have to worry about when you're going to get toilet paper from Walmart getting shot the fuck up.
No, you shouldn't, man.
You know what I'm saying? And once you start thinking about that, you can't not think about that.
No.
So and there's the question, and we're going to segue to your topic in a minute. So the question is, like, what exactly do you do then? Do you continue with, that's not going to be me, or is it like, you know what I'm saying? Where exactly do you go with that?
Well, the first thing is, does the person even see? That's a harder thing to even answer because you're very self-aware. You know what I mean? I like to think I'm very self-aware. Moose sometimes when Moose isn't being a retard.
I'm
or
very
is being goofy.
self-aware. You'd be surprised.
No, I wouldn't because you act goofy, but you's my dude. I can't stand you. You act goofy, but
he tries to hide his dumbness behind like humor, but he like when we actually have real conversations, like he like it's how you're talking to somebody and you're like, yeah, well, you blah 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 blah, and they're like, nah, but he really doesn't. He's like, yeah, I did. I did.
I know.
He's actually pretty fucking reasonable.
I know.
When he wants to be. He's just a jackass.
Yeah, and he's still in his 20s.
Yeah.
Shout out to Moose.
If I was 30, he would look at me a little different, like I wasn't a boy.
But I think if
Yo, you ever wink at me again, and I swear I will jump over this table and knock you the fuck out.
Hey, I said it before you did it, so you can't say it's not fair.
he's literally rolled up on Moose because Moose does something.
Wink at me again.
I hope y'all heard all this.
I kind of did it when I flinched.
Fucking Moose. But
Wink at me again.
Damn,
Wink
you
at
the
me
man.
again.
oh man.
Wink at me. I sound like your mom. Like, say something else.
Say
Do
it.
you hear me?
Say it.
You
What
better
you
not
say?
say something. You hear me?
Take your
Yes.
ass upstairs.
You shut up, and then she hits you anyway. Because but you asked me a question.
I hit you because I love you.
I hate that.
I know, but getting back to what we were saying, I don't think that people, maybe it's me too, I don't give people enough credit, but I don't think people are self-aware enough to really know when they need to start making certain changes. Because certain things, like you said, you learned a lot of that stuff because you had to. It's survival skills, and to me, I think you kept the good stuff and you got away from the bad stuff.
No, I still have some bad stuff.
Well, we all have some bad stuff, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? When it comes from where you were to where you are, you
Yeah.
probably left a lot more of that shit back to where you were, but you took a lot of your survival shit with you.
Yeah.
Where that's not bad. Now, other things when people,
But
they don't
see,
need to how to check
and it's so
themselves.
shocking to people that's never experienced that. Like coming into this new world, and I'll talk to people about how I'm thinking, and it's such a surprise to them. Like, why are you thinking that way? You've never had to deal with it. That's why.
Exactly. And that's a lot of the problem in the world. Like, one of my best friends, we'll have conversations about politics and stuff, and he's been around me since I was 12 years old. You know what I
you
mean?
son of a bitch.
Yeah, huh? And even to this day, like when it comes down to rating, he's far from a racist, but when it comes down to certain things, it's like, bro, you don't understand because you haven't dealt with it. Like, my one friend, he was one of my best friend's little brother, one of the best, nicest guys you will ever meet in your life. Like, he's legit like apple pie. Like, America, apple pie, and he sees things a certain way, but the thing is, he's one of those people where I think if he actually saw with some of the other shit, like how some shit actually goes down, he'd be the complete other way, like champion the cause.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where he's never had to really deal with that. And
Yeah.
I was one of the few only black friends that he had growing up because me and his brother hung out all the time. So when certain things happened, he didn't know. And I had to check him, like, look, blah, 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 because my name came up in a conversation. I was like, no, I had to deal with a lot more of this shit than what you thought, bro. It's just I don't put all my business on Front Street. Whenever I had certain situations where I had to deal with it, I didn't go out there and just blow the whistle. I handled my business like I need to. But I told him, yeah, for sure, a lot of the stuff that people were saying, this is the same things that I had to deal with. And then that changed his aspect on the conversation at hand because he knew me. So it's like, well,
Yeah.
why are they treating D like this and D's not like none of these other people, but yet they still treat, and that's the thing I was trying to get to. I'm like, yeah, man, certain people are going to judge you regardless of who you are just because of what they see when they first see you.
But see, the funny thing, like, I hate that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like the whole self-conscious for being black thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. Even though I get that's a go-to.
Oh,
like
for a lot of
you
people.
step in, like, for example, I did a wedding, and I did a wedding the other day, and when I went into this wedding, I was literally the only black guy there. Mm-hmm. So everybody turned their head, and instinctually it was like, damn,
This
I'm the only
motherfucker?
black guy here. They probably like, what's this black dude doing there?
Yeah,
But no,
is
they're
he
probably
a
like,
usher? Is he
who's
serving
walking
drinks?
in the fucking door? Like, that's the thought that they. Now, granted, some of them may have said, oh yeah, well, he may be in the wrong place. He's black, but like, I'm pretty sure. I'm like, I would like to think, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I'm pretty sure. I would like to think that they're like, yeah, well,
That's
I
another
mean,
guy.
yeah, like, why
But
is
that's
he
never gonna happen.
like, yeah, who's coming through the door? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would like to think.
Because it would be
Like
the
you
opposite, even if it was like a whole black crowd and
When you
a
see
white
a white
guy. It was
person.
like,
Because like even when I'm walking somewhere with my wife and people look at us and it's
Yeah.
like, and I have it in my head like, yeah, well, look at this black dude with this white chick. You know what I'm saying? Look at him doing the stereotype,
Uncle
and like,
Tom.
and that's the thought in my head, and it may just be them thinking about getting some Starbucks, and they just looking like we just ended up locking eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
said
But like you have that self-conscious as a black person.
why not
Yeah.
Panera
And it
Bread?
sucks.
Because they're usually known as racist.
Well, I was thinking 'cause it happened in Waterworks, and Starbucks is right there. But yeah, but like that fucking, and that's conditioning as
Yeah,
well.
it is.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't like thinking that way. So like I said, I would like to think that we just met eyes. Something just happened. Like, I always try to look at it another way, because if I get fired, the first thing I'm not going to say is they fired me because I'm black. Now, if there are things that happened, like if I'm doing the right thing and they legitimately don't have a reason to let me go, I go down the checklist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, and some people may do it, but the problem is you can't prove it. But at the same time, I don't like thinking that way.
And you shouldn't have to think that way, but it's unfortunately, like you said, we've been conditioned for years and years and years like that.
And
But
it's been passed down.
Exactly. And that's another thing too. Like I said before, you are aware of these things. A lot, at least the majority of people, I think, which I'm once again probably not giving the benefit of the doubt to the general masses, I don't think that they even realize that stuff. And that's the problem, I think, with a lot of shit today, that people don't look past the surface.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't look past the surface. They take whatever's given to them by any kind of media. They don't want to take any other, or they're extremely set in ways that they were taught back a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
And they don't evolve. Like, I'm a big believer that people hit a certain age and a lot of times don't evolve past that age.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, some people 18, some people are 26, some people are 30 when they're 15.
Yeah.
But they don't get past a certain age. And I think that's a lot of times when you have, like, the generations of young mothers, young fathers, because you never got a chance to grow up to be an adult, and then you had a baby, and then the baby's being raised by a baby who never evolved. So, but actually, those kids sometimes end up being the ones because they have to be the parent.
Yeah.
So,
It's odd how that works. But anyway, go ahead with now we're going to go ahead and go to your
your
topic.
topic. We had enough adult
Thank
time.
you.
Go ahead,
Thank
Moose.
you. So since y'all have
Into the
enough-
mic, dickhead.
Y'all have it. Wait, dickhead. Who's a dickhead? Anyway, so I was with this topic. I did think of also gun control.
Yeah, R.I.P. to people in Walmart, man. That was a
Yeah,
fucked
man.
up situation.
But that's not the only one I heard that was in the past
Which
24
Walmart
hours.
was this one at now? Because
Texas.
I just
I
see.
think in
Okay,
Texas.
It
I just saw that one.
It's getting. I mean, I can't even say getting. It's just.
It's just what
It's
what it is.
ridiculous.
It's like we talked about before. I think it's a little bit of both. It's because now we hear everything as soon as it happens. Plus, it's gotten worse. I don't think it's gotten a lot worse. I think it's gotten some worse. And
I
then
think
we,
it's gotten worse. I
think
I
it's-
actually think it's gotten a lot worse.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Fuck it. You're right.
I
Because
do.
it's every
I mean,
fucking day. Because even when we had social media when it first started out, it wasn't like it's just like every week that there's somebody else being shot somewhere stupid. Like, you're not hearing about people getting shot because they're breaking into houses. Why are you going to Walmart to shoot up some shit?
Like, what happened to the Klan, man? At least they just rally,
Yeah, at least you
rally
knew.
once or twice a year, and
And
you
just
knew
piss
that they
people
were
off. Yeah,
assholes.
man.
Like, now everybody's all fucking convert.
But like you
Or,
were saying,
like,
yeah.
It's just crazy because the fact that like everybody has, it's your constitutional right.
but anyway, continue. Go ahead with your topic.
So it's like it's just where I think they should have stricter gun control laws.
I believe.
Like I think you should have to have an evaluation ever so often.
That's another thing too.
I think
That wouldn't be bad. See, my whole
Yeah.
thing with the gun control, I feel any rule that you really put in effect, we're not going to really reap the benefits of it until another 20, 30 years because people are going to fight it and not want to abide by it forever. And when it comes to the Constitution, I feel that there's a lot of things in there that probably should have been revised and looked into a long time because when it was made, there wasn't no police. You had Minutemen and missionaries, militias and shit.
See, I don't agree. I agree with what you guys are saying, but I have a twist to it.
Go for it.
Because I look at it like
swirl it, baby.
If you're going to kill somebody, you're going to kill somebody regardless. You're going to find a way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even locking down, and it's not because I'm an advocate of the fucking NRA, because I'm not. It's not because and this is only because of my thoughts. Like I've seen it. I've lived it. I've seen people you don't need a gun to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to kill somebody, you're going to kill somebody regardless. I'm not disagreeing with you about the evaluation of psych eval. I think almost everybody should have a psych eval at least 5 times. I mean, at least once every 5 years, maybe every 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Just because people's minds change.
Yeah. And things happen.
Yeah. But at the same time, when it comes to gun control, you're supposed to get a gun to protect yourself.
Yes.
Exactly.
Not to
hurt
attack
others.
somebody.
No, exactly.
Now, with this particular topic, when it comes to mass murder and stuff like that, I just think for example the explosions in London, the bomb in London, you know what I'm saying, the Ariana Grande concert.
Yeah.
People are going to kill if they want to kill people, if they legitimately want to kill people, they're going to do it.
Wait, when did this happen?
You don't
I didn't
remember
hear
that?
about it.
See,
I never heard about
I
it.
heard something about it on the thingy, but yeah, it was a minute ago too.
It's because I don't pay attention to Ariana Grande. You love Ariana Grande.
I like her music.
She's fine.
She is fine. I used to love
She
her.
looks like
Victorious.
she's 12.
But she's
She was fine. This was back when me and
Yeah,
her
and
around the
she
same
still
age.
looks like, and she's like 26.
Yeah.
Exactly. She's supposed to be fine. She's 26.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
should be.
There's no reason why she shouldn't be.
I mean, she was fine to me on Victorious.
She's 26.
But like you were saying, if you want to kill somebody,
I'd
you want to
stick
kill
my tongue
somebody.
in her booty hole. That's
But I
what I'm
think
saying.
it's like maybe
she looks like a 12-year-old though.
No, she doesn't.
Okay. Continue.
any which way. No, and I agree with that too. If you want to kill somebody, you can kill somebody. But I think it's maybe it's a simple fact that if they had a little bit stronger gun controls, it'd be a lot less. It'd be more. How can I say? It's harder to really get their hands on because they want to talk about. Well, here's the thing too.
One thing, let me cut you off real quick. One thing that I don't agree with is assault rifles.
See, and that's the thing. I'm a firm believer. You should be able to have something to hunt and something to protect your house.
Rifles, shotguns, cool, but
Yeah,
assault rifles. Why do you need it?
You don't need
We're
that.
not even allowed to have a fully auto. Why do you need an assault rifle? Why do you need a magazine?
Exactly, and that's a big thing too. Because you should have something to protect yourself in the house and to hunt. That's the two main things right there.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
Let's all go back to muskets.
I got my bow downstairs, and
There you
I'm
go.
really, really good with it.
But yeah. But like I
And
said,
you should be
like,
perfect at a bukkake party. 'Cause you're a
Cause
good
got
aimer.
game. Oh my, I knew. I saw that one coming. But
And we're back.
any which way. So anything else
Grab
on that
cock
one,
and
Bubba?
blow.
But anyway, what is your opinion on it?
Yeah, Moose.
I thought I gave my opinion.
I think you did.
That's what I'm like.
He did.
Like,
We're gonna end this topic. We're gonna end this topic.
Hold on, real quick.
because
All right,
he
go
was
ahead.
proved wrong.
No, I just want to read this thing. Y'all know how much I love wrestling, right?
Yeah.
This is why Stone Cold Steve Austin might be one of my favorite motherfuckers in the world. So this dude wrote, all right, for this talking, he's talking about the Confederate flag. All right, for us, it wasn't a sign of hatred or hating or ignorance. It's a sign of Southern pride and pride in who you are.
Into the mic, D.
Pride of who you are, where you're from, and the people who come from, the people you know stood for heritage and lineage, family, whatever, and pride. This is what Stone Cold said to respond to that. This is all nice, but if you recall, it doesn't matter what it means to you because the African Americans everywhere see it as a symbol of oppression, hatred, and inequality. So your little heritage, not hate story, doesn't mean shit because your stupid little heritage was built on the backs of slaves and identifies what that kind of sort of that identifies with that kind of sorts definitely makes you trash in Texas and the Texas rattlesnake's eyes. So you can continue to spew your bullshit, but just know that none of us care about your dumb racist son of a bitch ass bottom line.
I can hear. I hate when
You're dumb racist. You're dumb racist. Some bitch bottom line.
But that's my dude because that's actually a good way to really put that. They're like when somebody, it's our. Okay, it might be, but your heritage is also a symbol of oppression and really bad shit to a lot of other people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that was one of the better reasons I brought it up, because that's probably one of the best ways I've ever heard somebody actually put it when it comes to that flag. Because that flag's always a hot bucket. And that's an older white man. He's in his 50s now. Yeah. And he's from Texas, so...
You know the funniest thing I was watching...
But honestly, if that comes back full circle to what we were talking about. Mm-hmm. I'm almost positive he grew up like in an environment where they
dropped N-bombs and said stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But he unlearned it.
Mm-hmm. And he was aware. He's aware of what it actually means, and isn't just like, well, we had that one since I was a kid, because that could have easily been a cop out for him. Like, we had it since I was a kid. Like, we don't even think about that. I'm not racist. My friend's black. But no, he actually solves like, no, this is why it's wrong. It's not just like you're an idiot and you're dumb because you like it. He gave reasons why, and that's a sign of intelligence to me. Like, you're not just yelling at somebody. You're telling them, you're a dumbass, and here's the 3 reasons why you're a dumbass.
Do you watch Black Ink?
No.
The show?
Yeah.
I used to. What about it?
I saw a preview of it on one of my devices.
Yeah. I watched it. It was this last episode that I think went on. And they were somewhere like down south. They was taking a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
They had an African chick working in like I guess it's like an army surplus store or something.
Oh, they
like that.
definitely had flags in that bitch.
Bruh, they made her wear a Confederate flag shirt.
No, fuck all that.
And she was African. Like, dude gave the hoodie off of his back and was like, "Here, take this. I'll take that. Switch me." So he gave her his hoodie and just threw the
did she wear it?
Hmm?
Then what's the conversation about?
No, hold on.
Because it was just like
the guy gave
African, like it's the actual owner of the store made her wear that shirt.
So the other guy came in and gave him her shirt. Okay.
But did he say wear it or you're fired?
Well, did she know?
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean,
so.
it can be fucked up if he made her wear it. If he's like, here, just take this, and she puts it on. If she's not comfortable with the situation, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But if she just put it on, like, who are you to be uncomfortable with something she's uncomfortable with, or she's comfortable with?
Yeah, but I don't. You know how she's like new. She sounded like she was newly African.
All right, so
like
what's the problem?
American.
She sounds like she's newly African.
She don't necessarily because she has a thick. Just because she has a thick accent, she could have been here for tens of years.
No, but I mean, the point is, like, see, and this is where it comes. Like,
I think
Malcolm X said, "Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere."
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. But like at the same time, she didn't have a problem with it, and he was like, "Here." Now, if she'd have said no, and then he was like, "Well, you're fucking fired," or "Get out of here," or something. Now, that's an issue.
Yeah.
But she put it on. It's like me. I look at it as the exact same equivalent of me handing you my coat. Like, here, well, you cold? Take this. Put it on. If you put it on, yeah. If not, if you don't put it on, and I'm like, look, you dumb bitch, put this fucking coat on, like I told you to, or get the fuck out of here. That's a different story. Like, if she, like, I don't understand what would be the big. She put it on. Like, she didn't say. Did she say something about being uncomfortable? Did she say she didn't like it? Did she say, well, I mean,
from what I've seen on the show, it looked like she was uncomfortable because she kind of knew what it meant.
Now, was she uncomfortable because she was uncomfortable? Was she uncomfortable because she got caught wearing it and there was other black folks that rolled up in that bitch?
Oh, it's not even that, though. It's like she looked like something instead of saying it. That's the problem. You need to say
it. Yeah, closed mouth don't get fed. And here's another thing, too.
But in some cultures, though, it's not like that.
Oh, I know. That's it.
I get that. I get
And
that.
if
But
she's from over there, she probably feels like she needs to be more servient to a male if her boss was a male. You know what I mean? All
but she's
depending on
not
which
over
one.
there anymore.
There
Like,
you
and
go.
this is the unlearning thing. Like, we
Yep.
just keep coming around this
Did
full
I-
circle.
yep. It's right
This is
there.
the
You
unlearning
keep
thing.
being it.
What?
Keep being it.
Anyway, and this is the unlearning thing. Like,
Stupid.
Go around it.
no, I get it. It was corny, but
It was not.
It's the unlearning thing. All right. Well, I mean, and this goes back to just like my conditioning, or like just the thoughts that we have about just simple things that you're not necessarily accustomed to anymore, or you're not in that environment anymore. You like that's a responsibility.
You got to change. You got when in Rome, you got to change some stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's what it comes to when, like, a lot of these people say, well, they come to our country and they don't want to learn this and they don't learn that. Okay, I get that to a point, but I don't know. That's another one. Immigration with me is a very, very hot topic issue. Like,
Now,
it
I don't
really
have a
is.
problem keeping your culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're, first off, if you're a servant to anybody, is that really something you want to
What
be?
exactly? Like, but I guess it's like you said, man, just coming up. Some people, that's all they know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess if you're dumped in, you have generations and generations and generations of just told all this stuff. I guess it's kind of like that's how they evolve. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because to us, we wouldn't see. I ain't being so servant.
No, but, and yeah, but like at the same time, you would think that you would want to get. Like, and this is coming from a place of privilege because I've never been in that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going on the record saying I'm speaking about a culture I don't know. But I would think that I wouldn't want to be a fucking servant to anybody,
Yeah.
and I left, or I came to this country so I don't, so I'm not, and I can make my own choices. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you may end up losing family or something. Like it's consequence. Everything has consequences.
Yes, it does.
You just
Yes, it
just
does.
gotta decide which hill you want to die on.
Yep. That's exactly it. Because you got to pick and choose which ones you do. You can't sit there and fight and try to win every battle, man, or you're going to lose
And I
a war.
agree. I agree.
You know what I mean? You got to.
Keep hope alive.
Oh, you're right. Like, I was in a heated argument with somebody last night, and it got to the point of argument. It's like, you know what?
It was me.
I'm not going to argue with you. No, it wasn't you. It was way before you.
Who had an argument?
I had an argument with somebody last night.
Oh.
And it got to the point where I was trying to tell them, like, I'm agreeing with you. Like, I don't know why you're getting... And it's like, you know what? I'm not going to go deeper into this. It's like, I'm your friend. We're cool. I'm agreeing with you. You're upset. Have a good night.
And that's like, I'm like, and that's my wife does that shit. Like, she'll say something and I'll agree, and she'll still be arguing, and I'm like, you're still going.
Oh, so you know I was talking to a female,
you
right?
Won. You won. Why exactly?
I just be over
no,
it.
but the
Even
funny
if you
thing
lost,
is that shit
I'll be
happens.
like, you won.
Guys do that shit too.
Because
now.
some of these
like,
dudes be females too.
Like, if I'm okay to not agree with you, and we can just not agree.
Exactly.
You know,
Yes.
but don't sit here and try to convince me.
Yeah.
Oh, like I did about that bike that you was going to buy.
Don't sit here and try to convince me. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. You said something, I said something. I'm not going back and forth.
No, because after
All right,
a while,
cool. It's over.
Yeah, that
it's
shit be
over.
so annoying.
And then you're still talking about it. Listen, you're about to turn this. We had a discussion. We disagreed. We ended it. Now you're about to turn it into something that it's not because you're still going.
And that's how the conversation ended up evolving. It went to that spot first, and then that's when I had to pull back and be like, you know what?
But you can't even say women though, because dudes do that now too.
Yeah.
You notice how I said now. Guys do that now. I don't get it.
I be over it after I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, like there's
I'm
nothing else to talk. Like, I'm not going to get passive aggressive. I'm not going to get mad.
No,
Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to sleep the exact same,
Uh-huh.
disagreeing with you and agreeing with you, because for one, your words don't really hold much weight to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's it.
But,
Right? But it's the truth. Like, if you ain't feeding me, putting food on my back, or putting food in my
Food
stomach,
in your mouth.
putting food in my stomach,
Putting
clothes on
food
my
in your
back, or
mouth.
roof over my head, like, what'd you bring
Does
to the
Bruce
table?
put food on your back when he's fucking you?
I don't even know who that is.
He
Moose.
fucks your spine, don't he?
Putting food on my back. Bend over. I'm gonna put this food on your
On
back.
your back.
That's some nasty shit.
I've seen worse.
Where is the trigger? You found your G spot, huh?
You're so
Test
corny.
your prostate.
See, this is why me and your wife agrees.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Hey,
you're good,
you
shit.
got the water?
You asked me for water one more time.
I'm just
punch you in
asking.
the face.
He has
why
a-
wouldn't
he
I
has
have
a
water?
spigot.
Because last time he didn't have any.
There should be some. I think I just bought that yesterday or the day before. But
I'm gonna go still look up.
other than that, man, are we done? Anything
Oh,
else?
we done?
Oh shit! Did we even get into any topic?
We got to the gun control topic and the not masturbating.
And your prostate.
I guess we kind of did talk about the not masturbating one. We talked about it, but we didn't really talk about it because I talked about the goddamn fleshlight with that crazy. That was the craziest.
Wait,
And I
shit
think
in
you
the
told
world.
your, I
Masturbation
think you
was
told
a
your fighting
topic?
story.
What song?
I think you told your fighting story.
Yeah, that was an impromptu.
What,
Wasn't supposed to.
masturbation was a topic?
Yeah, look
though?
at
Look at the fucking
Do not
board.
masturbate. Yeah, do not masturbate. But for real, wasn't that some crazy ass contraption they sent this man? You should have saw.
You don't even spell masturbate like that.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
I know what it means. When it's done, I'll just show you this big ass
It
box
says
face.
master bait.
That looks like masturbate to me.
You want me to put a hyphen in between it?
Sure.
Hey, what do you call an expert fisherman?
A masturbator.
There you go.
Ah! But for real, what would you do? What would a poor mother do if she came in and saw her son with this big contraption on? You think she'd try to save him?
I probably would be thinking like getting transgender surgery.
Like, I'm talking shit, but that probably is probably like the best because he said it
It
has settings
probably
and shit.
feels stupid good too.
Oh man,
It's just so
Look,
much
that's,
maintenance.
That's my dude right there. Like,
just
I watch
so
all
much
his
maintenance.
shit because he's
Dude.
just funny when it comes to certain.
It's
I
so
wouldn't
much
be
maintenance
able to
just
use
coming
them.
in the damn sink.
Why are you coming in the sun?
Because I be jacking off in the bathroom, standing
Wait
up.
a minute. Wait, in the sink where your kids brush their teeth?
I guess he figured that's what they made from anyway, so fuck it.
Exactly.
That's nasty,
No,
bro.
coming in the sink. Use a sock.
Or
I do use a sock, but then
Paper towel.
Hold on,
my
are you
wife
in
gets
the-
jealous when I beat my dick in front of her.
so you're doing it in the
Cause she
bathroom.
be all tired and shit. I be like, oh fuck it, I'm just going to the
So
bathroom.
why don't you
and
just
beat off.
just bust in the toilet or something?
You can't bust in a
Yes, you
toilet.
can aim.
No, I can't aim when I'm coming. I'm like, ah!
All right, we're leaving. We're leaving.
Yeah, we should definitely end on
leaving.
that because I don't want to think about a moose.
All right, man. Hey, as usual, we want to hear from you guys. This was a pretty race-based podcast. The last one was kind of political. This one's race-based. But
They don't shut us down, Pookie. They don't shut us down.
But yeah, man, we want to hear from you guys as usual. Make sure you follow us on all the socials. Make sure you hit us up and definitely email us at
EMPnetwork412@gmail.com because I'm going to fuck your mom.
All right, man. You want to take us out, Moose?
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
Try
bro.
to take, go ahead.
Okay, so I don't remember this, so I'm going to try it again. Okay. This is it. Okay, the stuff you may like it, you may hate it, you may celebrate it. I don't know. Yeah. There's no filter to this bitch, so I don't remember the words.
Well, thank you, listen
I'm
to the
drawing
podcast.
a-
The things
a-
you might
a
hear, the
blank.
things you hear, you might like, you might like, you might agree with,
You
you might
might not.
disagree with. But at the end of the day,
with it.
it's all no filtered, and we're here to give you our opinions on things. And thank you so much for taking your time out and listening to us on the No Filter podcast.
Thank you for having patience with Moose.
This is JusDee, my man.
This is me, Remorseless.
And go ahead, you say it, say your name, say your name.
Wait.
Hey, what's up? It's Remorseless from the EMP Network. We here at the network would like to thank you for listening. And if you like what you hear, share it. You know, with a friend, a coworker, anybody you would think that would like it. Hell, even anybody that you would think wouldn't like it if you can stand talking to them. Follow us on social media platforms like Facebook, EMP Network, Instagram, EMP Network 412, no spaces, all lowercase, and Twitter at network_EMP. YouTube is under construction, but we'll have that soon. The point is, we want to hear from you. And if it doesn't take too much time out of your day, give us a review, good or bad. We look at all of these as a chance to learn and grow. We have a lot more planned in the future, but we cannot do it without your help. So please, if you think that we're worth it, leave a comment, give a review, and more importantly, most importantly, share. Thank you for listening.
Network.
299,792,458 laughs per second.